Hello everyone, welcome to day 92 of playing chess every day for you. Let's find the game. We start as black. E4, so Caro-Kann, like usual. I like to challenge the bishop straight away. Could take with the queen, so I can still develop with the knight. Knight jumps in to defend. I think I would actually take here. If the knight takes, I just develop. Queen takes? Really? I get to develop with tempo. And I'd like to put my knight on f5. Queen has to move. Don't see any ways I can attack the queen easily, so I'll just develop. Put my knight on f5. Knight f5, I'm not sure if I threaten to play. Knight d4. I'll calculate after this move. So this next move I have to calculate. If I play knight d4. Knight d4, if he takes. Sorry. Knight d4. If he takes, my king just can't castle. That's not good. Knight d4, he can't take with the queen though, and we also ruin his structure over here. Which could be very good. Knight d4 could be a good move. I'm not sure if it is. Queen can't take the knight. And if he just trades... So he develops his bishop. Now if I play knight to d4 and he takes... Let me calculate now. Knight to d4, I hit his queen. He takes with check. I don't see how this can be so bad. I'd like to kick the bishop away. He can't go here or here. Bishop can go there actually. I think I just threaten this now. Takes there. Oh, the thing is we take the queen first. And we just go into this trade. It wasn't so bad, but I have to get my king castled. I'm attacking this, he pushes, I have checks, then the king just moves. This comes with tempo, but then I think I could lose my knight if he ever moves the rook. So let's see. Going back here looks bad. Going here almost traps my knight. Going here, I think going here is good. I'd like to be on this side of the board, but I think I want to just control more of the center here. Now I'm also attacking this. Yeah, so my opponent's knight was almost trapped, so he just made space for it. I can take here now. I was looking at this, and I did see that my opponent's knight was trapped here, but he made space, so we win a pawn. I could jump in here now. Have this very strong knight, which attacks the bishop. I like putting my knight here. Still control some of the center. It's quite strong. Castling long doesn't seem right because my opponent, I've pushed these pawns, so I think I can just, I could actually develop my bishop to g7, fianchetto. Long-term pressure down here, but he just moved his rooks, so it's probably not as good as putting my bishop in the center. This knight's gonna be very strong now. This just doubles up my opponent's structure. I have this move, but it doesn't do much right now. This just helps me to develop. I'll take this trade. Castling long seems wrong. Takes with the knight. Okay. I have to push now to not lose this. I put my rook on the c file, threatening to take. Jumping in now, he just moves the rook, defending the knight, so not so good. I think we just castle first and put our rook on. Okay, that move is very strange. Knight e3 attacks these pieces, threatens to go here. If he can just improve his rook probably. If he pushes, we don't want to take. I have my move, my knight, I threaten to take here. This move lets my knight rotate down here, so if he attacks my knight, I can't take. I actually have to go back this way, but I don't mind that. My opponent's weakening his king very much. Okay. I can go back, but I want to have pressure on this, so I think I'll go this way, attacking this. If he pushes, I take. We're gonna win this pawn. And then I'm also able to push here. Once I take this, I'm able to push and anchor in my knight here. I'm actually attacking 2 pawns here. Unless he chooses to kick my knight, but then I take with tempo, so not possible. He comes in. I can attack this with tempo on the rook. I'm going for it, because even if I have to go back to g6, the trade is okay for me. I also don't have to go back to g6, allowing him to trade. I mean, allowing him to trade, I just opened up my rook, so I don't mind it. And here I'm also attacking this pawn, so I'll actually go back here. Attacking this. If he pushes, I take. Also attacking the knight. I can push here. If he takes, we take with check. And he also can't push, because I just take. I want to win this pawn, so that I can have a pass pawn. He can't take or push her, he doesn't have to react. He could take, but then I take with check, and I just bring my other rook in. My opponent's also down on time. If he doesn't do anything, I play rook c4, attacking this, and he has to defend there like this. He does take, so take with check first, give another check. I can also come in here to attack this, so then threatens to go here, attacking this. Just have to be careful that my opponent has no back rank traps. He plays here, just take. He wants to attack this. I can actually go here now. So I want to make room for my king. Have to take here, I think. Check, I go this way. My king is safe over here. He wants to attack this. Could give a check and get behind this. If he goes here, I have to go. Let me go here now. Let me just attack him now. If he takes, if he goes into this trade. Okay. If he takes here, I have to play here. I wanna pawn here. I can also attack this, because it's pinned to the king. If he pushes, I just play rook to the c file. He can force a rook trade, and this is very dangerous. If I push now, wow, that's not good for me. I guess I can get behind in front of the pawn, I mean. Don't have any checks here. If I go here, and he takes, I push, he moves, I push. I think I actually just, I don't know. I don't know here. He can get behind this. He blundered here. I've completely blundered the game away. My opponent promotes as well. And we lose the game. I'm very upset with how I threw the game away at the end. We played at a 76.6 and my opponent an 81.3. We played like an 1100, my opponent like a 1350. We played the Caro-Kann. So knight to d4 was a good move because he can't take with the queen, that would lose material. And if he takes with the knight, I take here first, and then we go into this. So it's a good move. We win the pawn. My knight's very powerful there. And we're in a completely winning position here. I should have taken towards the center. This was a big mistake. He missed actually taking. Running my king away was good. Although here I should have already attacked him over on this side. Looking for a fork of pawns. I should have played rook to the a file to attack this pawn. Taking wrong because it allows me to give a check. And the king has to step back. And here we have a drawn position. We go from winning to drawn because my opponent is so close to promoting. This is just a draw. So this is a draw. I make a huge mistake. So why do I have to put my rook on the b file here? Just make a waiting move? What if he plays this? My best move is rook b1. Or if he promotes, we just... I see. If he does this, we go here. And he's forced into a queen trade. But my opponent would still be up material, and this is still a draw. Even though my opponent has the piece. Pushing is completely wrong. It's an outside pawn. We have to defend it probably. It's not an easy endgame. But rook ga is not the right idea. Because my opponent can get behind my pawn and win it. And then also promote, so. We threw away a win in this game, but it wasn't easy to find rook to b8 for no reason. So here's I played rook b8. What's the whole line? Rook b1, make a queen, keep giving a check. I want to see the idea of rook to b8. See the full line. And this is still a draw. That's hard to find, especially when I'm trying to pressure my opponent. We threw away the game. This game. Let's find the second game. I'm playing as black. I'll play the Caro-Kann. Hillbilly attack. My opponent blunders the piece, so... Okay. I'm not sure what my opponent's doing. My opponent's trying to play a blitz game, I think. I'm not sure what's going on. We're still just up material here. I don't know what to say this game. My opponent hasn't even used a minute yet. Sacrifices the bishop. That just loses material. Checks are threatened, but I just step up. I'll just defend against the checks. My opponent's playing very weird here. I'm not sure what's going on. So we have time. Could just give up the knight to have this pawn and then play this. But if I give up the knight to win this, my opponent can push. Don't like that. Just defend it simply. Goes back. I just take. Attacks my bishop. And the pawn actually. If I go here and he takes, I have this. Giving up the bishop. Is giving up the bishop the best move? I'm not sure. If I go here, he takes, I go here. But then that pins my knight to my rook and he just promotes. See, if I go here, he takes, I take. Here, 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 here. Have this, fork. I'm not sure. I want to unpin all these pieces. And also put some pressure. If he pushes now, have to play rook here. Oh, my idea is, oh, this is a lucky move for me. If he takes, I have a big fork. Steps away. Checks don't work here. Taking with check. King comes in. This, if he pushes, this is a big threat. I can just go back now. So if I go here and he pushes, it's a big threat. I need to stop him from pushing, so I can play rook up. Stop him from pushing. Rook up. Let's see. Rook up. The trade doesn't work. Rook up, check here. And he pushes. Rook up is a blunder. Check. Actually, it's not a blunder. Check, I run away. Rook, we played at an 86.9. My opponent is 76.2. My opponent had one blunder. We played like a 1450. My opponent like a 1400. We played the d5 against the hillbilly attack, and my opponent pre-moves knight f3. So we take the bishop, and we already have a much nicer position. And we just win material here. Here my opponent actually creates danger by pushing the pawn. All my moves were good. Knight d4 was the best move, which was lucky for me. Rook c8 was good. Rook a6 instantly is better though. Forces his rook. What happens if I play rook a6 here? What's my opponent's best move? Rook b6 to defend. Then I have bishop a5. I win this pawn. That's not what happens though. My opponent goes into this trade, which isn't a good trade. My knight comes in, and we have a win here, mate in 19. 2 games today. In the first game, we threw away an easy win. In the second game, we got given an easy win by my opponent, because my opponent used almost no time in the opening, blundered some of their pieces, and we had a much easier position. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.